healthcare assistant for the NHS. I don't need the uniform to prove that I work for them, but today I'm publicly resigning, okay? I'm wearing this uniform, sadly, for the last time. I loved my job, okay? I absolutely loved it. Those of you that have been following what's going on, we've done talks, we've organised protests, I've had a lot of flack. I'm at the point now, it's all coming back to me. I've had an email from work last night asking me what's going on. People are reporting me, and unfortunately I can't lie anymore. The email is asking what's going on, and how can I lie? I did something really bad. I took a screenshot on Friday that shows the figures of how many people are in Treliske Hospital with COVID. And I shared it, because this should be public information, okay? I can tell you that on Friday in Treliske, there were 3 people in with COVID. No extra deaths, 3. And that covers Treliske, West Cornwall and Hale Hospital. The total deaths from these 3 hospitals in 7 months is 76 people. That's about 10 people a month over the last 7 months, and we have locked down. Lots of people have to start speaking out. There's lots of doctors and nurses that have come forward. They're all on restrictive duties, they're all seeing solicitors, etc. Well, I've decided there's no point. I have gone against the rules within the NHS. I have shared confidential information that people need to see, okay? I'm not the sort of person that finds lying easily. I can deny it and say someone's done a screenshot, added my name, but they're going to get a letter, and they're going to get a letter saying why I shared it. Because as much as I've always loved our NHS, it's no longer our NHS. It is run by the corrupt government and the other people running this country. We no longer have healthcare. We can't see dentists, okay? I can tell you now, when I was working at the height of the pandemic, I had no work for 3 weeks because there was no patients, okay? We have a particular COVID ward. None of the wards were overflowing with COVID patients, and they're not now. The mainstream media have filled you with fear. It really is time to face some facts. On March the 19th, if you go on the government website, it's still there now. The coronavirus was classed as a non-contagious disease. It's there now. It's a quick Google search, guys. If you think this lockdown is right and it's going to do any difference, you're completely wrong. Our economy is going to crash. Small businesses, people are going to starve. You think it's going to be a month? We were flattening the curve back in April, and this was when the disease was supposedly dying out. The lockdowns came out then. The army are coming into Liverpool to help with the mass testing. This is a warning. They are here for a while, guys. We are facing dangerous times and people need to speak up. Why are our children allowed to go to school but we have to carry on? Because at the moment they want us to work. But it's not going to happen because the schools will be closed soon. So the cases in the hospital, there's 3 people in Treliske Hospital with COVID. That was on Friday, okay? And do lots of you know that the flu and COVID cases are now combined as the same thing, okay? If you died with COVID within 28 days, that goes on your death certificate. You might all realise as well that the flu numbers, they've gone right down. Where have they gone? The PCR tests, they were not designed for diagnosing this disease. 94% of them are false positives. We say no to no more lockdowns. The army and the police, they need to stand with us now. People need to start standing up. The mainstream media, they're all corrupt. They're all run by the World Health Organization, big countries. Bill Gates, what a lovely guy, supplying this wonderful vaccine for us all. So, there are 2 narratives to everything. Stop watching the MSN. Start doing some research. Social distancing, there's nothing social about it. How many people have died because of the lockdowns? because they've not had their treatment. I've got a friend whose mum committed suicide. When is this going to end? It is doing more damage closing our country and closing the hospitals than keeping it open. I want to say to everybody, keep hugging, screw the social distancing, we need to fight back. So those people with your small businesses, do yourself a favour and stay open. You do not consent. Let them take you to court because they can't do anything. So we're going to carry on now and march up to the court, but as I like to say, live in love and not fear. We are in dangerous times, and if we don't fight it, we're all in our comfortable places watching at home. We have to make a stand. Thank you for listening.